Our county has pushed model drawing a great deal, and it helps those algebra students, instead of thinking in X's and Y's, thinking of actually really solving the problems and see what happens, getting a little deeper into the information and a little deeper into the concepts.
We're learning Mr. Keer's new technique to solve math problems using the pencast.
With this technology where he speaks and writes and explains the problems that he's teaching about, it's definitely more interesting for the student to watch that instead of the teacher.
Our state testing, the FCAT testing, is notorious for throwing in numbers and throwing in information you don't need. We did a lesson study, and we used the LiveScribe pen to do the lesson study where we went through a problem. Well, that problem, we found 15 different ways to solve the answer. And that pencast is what we used to really develop it as far as what they had to do and the process they had to go through.
I think it has a really advantageous effect on the students because I feel that a lot of my peers learn better and listen better.
With model drawing, I'm able to draw the boxes and they can see all step by step what we're doing. I can underline, I can highlight, I can look at all the things that are important in a question. Melinda is our third person. If Melinda had $30, how much money did Nora have? When we post them on Angel, the students can access them. So these problems that they have today, they can go and access them tonight when they're doing homework for a different question. You know, or 3 days from now or a month from now, they can go back and say, hey, let me see if I were to do a model of this, how it would work. And they're able to go back through and look at the model drawing and see another way of doing something.
Some kids go at a different rate than others, and it'll be easier, instead of like the teacher explaining it over a lot of times again, to just scroll back on the computer.
If students are able to go through and really process and find out what information is important and what's not important, and if we can circle answers and underline and go through that in the math class, it helps out reading, it helps out everything. It's actually a cross-curriculum as far as helping that, and that's where the model drawing comes in, is they're able to see more and more of how reading affects math.